Hi everyone, this is Kristen, and if you've been searching for the perfect protective clear case for your iPhone XS Max, you've no doubt been considering the Speck Presidio line. So we've got the Speck Presidio Stay Clear, 8 feet of drop protection, and Stay Clear technology to limit yellowing. And then we also have the Speck Presidio Clear+ Glitter, again 8 feet of drop protection and embedded glitter. Let's check these out on my iPhone XS Max in gold and see how they compare. To start off with, looking at the composition of the Presidio Stay Clear case, this is a one-piece case, co-molded, relatively rigid in composition. We have a hard polycarbonate exterior on here, and then the interior is lined with a slightly softer material they call Impactium Clear. This is what gives this the 8 feet of drop protection that it provides for your phone. Despite the name of this, this is not a completely crystal clear case because there is a pattern of tiny dots on the interior which are put there to help prevent watermarking, that rainbow effect you get when the glass back of the phone is sticking to the back of the case. So we don't have that with this case, or certainly I have not seen it, although it might rear its head under certain environmental conditions. But overall I think that works rather well, but as a result you do just get a very slight haze on the back of the case. So this is a relatively easy case to put on your phone, but getting it off can be difficult. It fits really quite tightly, so be aware of that. So putting it on your phone, simply just slide it in the one side and then clip on the other corners. Goes on, as I said, quite easily, no issues there. Once on, you can see we have a nice tight fit on the sides. If you like a tight fitting case, you're going to like this one. There is almost no give on this, even over trouble areas such as your buttons. This is an area where often cases will pull away, but you don't have that problem with this at all. Absolutely no problems. We have a nice high lip here protecting your phone's screen. I do currently have a tempered glass screen protector on here. This is the OtterBox Amplify screen protector, so if I didn't have this on, you would see even more lip, but overall you still get plenty of lip even with a tempered glass screen protector on here, so that is excellent. Looking at our port openings, these are nicely positioned and nicely sized, although they don't have any kind of port protection in terms of protection against dust or anything like that, but in terms of basic impact you should be in good shape. Do keep in mind that the case has symmetrical port openings for an asymmetrical design. This honestly should be a little bit smaller here on this side, but overall really not a big thing, and probably most people don't really care about that. As far as the ability to use third-party lightning cables, you should be able to fit many third-party lightning cables here, although of course this case does support wireless charging, so you may be using that functionality less than you otherwise would. Going around to the sides here, we don't have very much grip with this case, which is unfortunate. I do find it to be on the considerably slippery side. We have a bit of Speck branding here on the side. You can barely see it, it's really quite discreet, and then going up the sides here, you can see we have that little tiny bit of a dot pattern on the interior here. I think it looks attractive. Going over here to our buttons, this is a place where they decided to put some branding underneath the buttons. I guess this is maybe just more for like patenting or something like that, but it looks a little odd. It actually says something like patentspeck.com or something like that under there. As far as usability, these are not as good as your typical Speck buttons. Usually Speck buttons are super easy to press. These are okay, but they are a bit on the tight side and do not respond as well as your typical Speck buttons. They're still very usable, but do be aware of that. No issues with getting to the mute switch. That's all very easy to access. And then going over here to our side buttons, same issue here. Still have some other like regulatory stuff underneath here. There's some letters written here. I don't really know what those are for, but I guess they had to put that stuff somewhere, and on a clear case there's not really another spot to put it, so I guess they decided to hide it underneath the buttons. And again, the side button is a bit on the unresponsive side in comparison to typical Speck buttons. Looking at the back of the case, the Stay Clear does a great job in showcasing the beauty of your iPhone, so fans of clear cases are really going to appreciate that. Of course, this case is not completely clear due to the pattern of microdots on the interior, which are there to eliminate watermarking or at least greatly reduce it. I certainly haven't noticed any issue with watermarking, so I think that they must be doing a good job. However, the fact that they are there means that this is not completely and utterly clear. You do have this little pattern of dots on the interior if you look very close. closely. They actually, to me, look like they add a little bit of a textured look to the back of the case, although that's just on the interior and does not give you any kind of grip to the back of the case at all. In fact, this case has basically no grip, so if you're a fan of grip, probably not the case for you. As far as fingerprints are concerned, they do show on this case. It's a glossy clear case, and that type of case does tend to show fingerprints, so you're going to have to keep that microfiber cloth handy, although the fact that you have the little pattern of dots on the interior tends to, at least in my opinion, take the eyes away from fingerprints a little bit, so I think that that is probably a pro. As far as scratching, this does have a scratch resistant coating, but it's just resistant. It doesn't eliminate scratching, so you're going to have to be careful about scratching over time. The same is true for the anti-yellowing composition that this case has. It is going to reduce yellowing due to UV exposure and exposure to oils in your skin, but it is not going to eliminate it. So this case is going to stay clear longer, it's going to yellow less, but eventually there will probably be an issue with yellowing with this case over time, so be aware of that. So no issue with this case in terms of wireless charging. Everything works great. We got plenty of protection here for your protruding camera, so no issues there. And overall, this is really quite an attractive case. Not really the case for you if you are into grip, because it has no grip, but of course it's going to slide easily in and out of pockets and handbags, so that is definitely a pro. Probably due to the fact that this case has a relatively sticky interior. It grabs onto your phone and does not want to let go when you try to take it off the phone. This is really a hard case to remove from your phone for whatever reason, so if you are a frequent case changer, do keep that in mind, because this one is really unusually difficult to remove from the phone. Definitely a downside of this model. Finally, moving on to the Presidio Clear Plus Glitter. This is very similar to the Stay Clear that we just looked at. Same relatively rigid structure here, co-molded case with a hard polycarbonate exterior and the interior having Impactium clear. Of course, this one does have the addition of glitter, and of course everything is better with glitter. Really nice feeling case in the hand, although this one has, just like the Stay Clear, basically zero grip. Putting your phone in here is pretty straightforward. Simply just start here on the one side and then clip on our other corners. Once on, we have a nice tight fit here on the sides. Again, tight fit over the buttons. There is no give here, which is great. If you do like a secure fit on the phone, you are going to appreciate this. Same amount of lip as on the Stay Clear that we just looked at. Nice and protective, and we do have a nice fit here with the screen protector that I have in place. Again, OtterBox Amplify screen protector. Port openings are the same as with the Stay Clear, also symmetrical, so if you're into asymmetrical port openings, then this will be a little bit of a disappointment, but other than that, everything looks fine. I do like the look that the glitter gives this. I think it's really quite attractive. Going around to the side here, again, very, very little grip with this case. This is not a grippy case. Going here to our buttons, they have the same really rather stiff feeling that the Stay Clear has. That's a bit on the disappointing side, because usually Speck buttons are so very good, very responsive. There's no issue in getting to our mute switch. And going over here to the side button, again, has the same lack of responsiveness that you do have with the volume up and down buttons. Going to the back of the case. Now, personally, if I'm going to put a clear case on my phone, I'm going to have one with glitter. I do like the way the glitter makes this look. I think that it's definitely an addition to this, particularly if you have the gold phone. So you've got gold glitter on a gold phone, and I think that this looks great. I like the look of this one better than the Stay Clear, but that of course is just my personal preference, and perhaps the guys out there are probably not going to want glitter on their phone, but personally I think it looks really quite pretty. This one does not have the same claims about staying clear that the Stay Clear does, so I think that over time you are likely to have issues with yellowing, and perhaps this is going to yellow a little faster, but the fact you have gold gold glitter in here is, I think, going to take the eyes away from yellowing, make this less evident. As far as scratching and fingerprinting, again, same issue. This type of material is going to scratch and it's going to show fingerprints, but I think that the addition of glitter on here makes all of these things just a little bit less obvious. I think that the glitter takes your eyes away from it, and so it's definitely an addition to the case. As far as wireless charging, obviously this is going to wirelessly charge with no problem. Glitter does not cause a problem with wireless charging, and we do have plenty of protection here for the protruding camera. So overall, I think that this is really quite a nice case. If you are a fan of grip, again, this is a completely grip-free case. Definitely does not give you any grip, but of course it's going to slide easily in and out of pockets and handbags, so that is a pro. Unfortunately, the Clear+ Glitter is just as hard to get off your phone as the Stay Clear, which is really remarkable because that's an unusually high bar in difficulty of removal. So if you are a frequent case changer or someone who dislikes taking phone cases off because you think it might hurt your phone, you probably don't want to go with this case. However, if you're the kind of person that just puts a case on and rarely takes it off, then this still may be a good choice for you. All in all, the Presidio Stay Clear and Clear+ Glitter have both positives and negatives if you are looking for a clear case to show off your iPhone XS Max. On the Pro side, we do have a nice slim form factor with a nice tight fit on your phone, no sagging anywhere. These do give you the 8 feet of drop protection, and they come with Speck's lifetime warranty. They are also nice if you were looking for a case that's going to slide easily in and out of pockets and handbags. That's definitely a pro. And of course, the Stay Clear is going to yellow less over time due to its material composition, and the Clear+ Glitter, well, it may not yellow less, but you're going to notice it less, I think, because of the glitter, so that is good. And on the negative side, these cases are slippery, so if you're looking for a grippy case, these are not going to be for you. And also, you do have stiff buttons, and they are hard to remove from your phone. So there's definitely various factors to consider if you're looking at these cases for your iPhone XS Max. Again, we've been looking at the Speck Presidio Stay Clear and Speck Presidio Clear+ Glitter for iPhone XS Max. Both cases are available directly from Speck as well as from other retailers, and I will put links below where you can find out more about them. The Stay Clear has an MSRP of $44.95 and comes in a single color, clear, whereas you're going to spend $5 more for the Speck Presidio Clear+ Glitter. This one's $49.95 and comes in 3 color choices. This one is the clear with gold glitter. There's also a pink with gold glitter and a purple with gold glitter option. Many thanks to the kind folks at Speck for sending me out these samples to review. If you have any questions about these cases, please feel free to put them in the comments below and I will do my best to address them. And if you are interested in subscribing to my channel, please do consider it because I have lots more great case and accessory reviews yet to come. Again, this is Kristen with the Speck Presidio Stay Clear and Speck Presidio Clear+ Glitter for iPhone XS Max. Enjoy your iPhone and have a wonderful day.